What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Episode 47 today, and we are here in week 13, ready to take on the Green Bay Packers once again. Last time we faced these guys, of course, we had that bad loss to them. Same with the Bears. You know, our right now, our NFC North trip this year has not been the greatest. We are currently at 1-2 in the division, with really the rest of them lined up all the way through week 15. Today is an important matchup, of course, because we are right now leading the NFC. Let's take a look here. This is the first look at the playoff picture. As you can see, we are the number one seed. So the 49ers must have lost last week because initially they were ahead of us, and now we hold the number one spot for a first round bye. We have 3 of the NFC North in here. The Lions have snuck in now after beating the Bears to the 7th seed. Packers at number 5. The Panthers fall to number 3. And, you know, this has been a very, very competitive conference so far this year. Looking at the AFC, though, it's really cool to see some of these other teams sneaking through. Like, you look here, you have the Jaguars and the Texans right now. The Jaguars finally starting to put things together with Trevor Lawrence at the number 2 seed. The Texans sneaking in at the number 7, led by Hardeman, the new quarterback this year for them. Josh Franklin getting the Steelers back to the postseason. Jerry McLeod and the Raiders finding their way back into the playoffs. It's just really cool to see some of these guys that we drafted to these teams to help fix Madden's AI issue, and to see them, you know, push these teams up to the next level. Taking a look at the schedule this week and trying to pinpoint some, you know, playoff implication games here. Of course, the Packers and Vikings game, our game, is going to be a huge component of that. Packers right now fighting to try to get back to the first spot. They already have one game on us. If we lose this game, they officially take the first spot from us, and it's going to be hard for us to get it back because they'll sweep us. So we have to do what we can to win this game today. Not too many, though, that seem to have playoff teams going head-to-head here. Oh, Texans and Raiders, that's a playoff implication game. Texans right now, the number 7 seed. The Raiders, I believe, are the 6th seed. Maybe, no, the 5th seed. 5th seed. Patriots and Panthers, not correlation directly to the conferences, but both playoff teams. I did the trading already this week. This week, we are going to try to do some medium passing. I just, you know, I've done the blitz counter, and it does lead to more running, which I like, usually, but it did not work against the Packers last time. The run was just completely shut down, so we are going to try to air this thing out today instead, and hopefully we can take advantage of that secondary that isn't the greatest secondary. They don't have a bad team, but definitely not the best. Not their strength on defense. Their strength, of course, coming from Kenny Clark and Grady Jarrett on the line. Let's take a look here at our re-signs. I do want to bring back, I think I'm going to bring back Josh Metellus. You know, why not? He's turned into a really good reserve for us. So, and he's only 27 years old. We can keep him here for another couple of years for some good depth. I think we're going to do that. We're going to up this a little bit. Give him 2 years, $6.4 million. There we go. Josh Metellus is staying a Viking. Najee Harrison, I definitely want to bring him back. We don't know what he's going to do yet, so I'm only going to give him a 1-year deal right now. He's asking for a good chunk of change, so we're going to do 4.6. 1 year, 4.6. See if he takes that. He does. Okay, so Harrison is back for the season. TJ Slayton, I definitely want to bring him back. I like having that big-bodied in the middle. We're going to offer him, we'll do 1 year, 4.16 for him. And he brings that. Awesome. And then Billy Price, I think I want to bring him back. Yeah, it's a very cheap deal. He's a veteran. Let's we'll up that a little bit. Signing bonus. I don't think a guy at 30 years old is going to accept a signing bonus of $400,000. We'll up it so that his contract is 2 years, or is $2 million. I mean, there we go. And he takes that. Perfect. There we go. I'm pretty much everybody that I want to re-sign is re-signed. I'm not going to be bringing back Jalen Smith. we'll end that now. And I'm about 99% sure we're not going to bring back Laken Tomlinson. I want to start building this lineup for a long haul, not just the short term. And Tomlinson has been very serviceable for us for a few years now, but I think it's time to, really turn in and find a younger guy to take over. We have a couple of guys on the roster that could potentially do that. And who knows, we do want to target a guard in the draft. So for that reason, we're just going to hit no thank you. So that is pretty much it. I do not plan on bringing Morgan Moses back. So all of our signings are done for the year. We brought back almost all of our talent. And we have a few key spots we'll have to address in the offseason. But this team is pretty stout. And now taking a look at the stories here quick. We did have a couple of stories about some players. One is Gordon Ford. I can't remember if I mentioned this one or not, but turned into talented wide receiver given his genes. Both of his parents ran a former 400-meter hurdle stars. That's Gordon Ford, one of the wide receivers. Another one is Sergio Baker, out for the season. He was one of the guys that was, if I remember correctly, second to third round prospect. And he was, I'm not sure what the injury was, of course, but he's out for the rest of the year. So that's going to be that sucks for him. He's going to fall in the draft rankings, I'm assuming. And then here in the reactions, defensive tackle Steven Wilder set the all-time high for bench press in Purdue's weight room with a barbell. Good luck moving him around. And then one for Darius Malloy, who is one of the other wide receivers. Suddenly, Darius Malloy's hands don't look as solid as I thought. Past few games are worrisome. And then the last one was just another mention about Sergio Baker. So now knowing that, let's take a look at the prospects and let's see if that's really changed much. Go to the quarterbacks here. We still have Clark. Whitfield is up now to the first or second round talent, like I mentioned last video. There was a story about Ryan Clifford really early on that I forgot to mention, but it doesn't look like it's really helped him much. He's still a round 3 to 4 projection. Running back wise, I really have not been paying attention to this group at all. I have no intentions of taking one. We have so many good guys right now, and if you guys are interested, there's a list here, and let me know if you guys want me to go over the running backs more. I don't want to because we really don't need them, but I will if you guys all want to hear about it. No good fullbacks, which I don't care about. We don't need them anyway. And then we get to the receivers, which is where we've had a few stories. Lewis Holly, still the top guy. Glenn Owens is not far behind him. And then there's Gordon Ford, who has jumped up a little bit. He looks like he hurdled Josh Hurts for the third receiver in the draft, 6'2", 225. That's a big receiver, man. Catch and traffic is B, and he's got pretty good skills. Here we go. Break tackle in A, catch and traffic B, spectacular catch A. Go down here. Darius Malloy fell down 12 spots. But his catch and traffic is, I wonder if it's his catch and traffic that they were referring to, because everything else on here looks pretty good for him. A catching, A awareness, but his catch and traffic is a D. So I don't know if that changed. I can't remember if I looked at him or not. And then Sergio Baker all the way down here now to its second to third option. He's a big-bodied receiver. His speed was never really that great. You almost have to wonder if this injury is going to make him even more, slow. And then now more prone to injuries. Injury is an F. So Sergio Baker looks like his career is ending before it even starts. Andrew Allen. I have decided that I'm not going to be targeting any tight ends, I don't think, unless one falls and we just can't pass him up. But Irv Smith came back from that injury and looked like he never skipped a beat. Derek Barnes, I thought, played well, even though he didn't have as many targets as Smith does. And I really, really like what Wiggins is doing. I would love to build up Wiggins more. Tackles, nothing has really changed here in the tackle world. Same with left guards. Left guards are absolutely crap this year. Couple of guys here at center. And this is where we're really focusing. The right guards. We went all in on right guards because I want to get one. And you can see a lot of these guys almost to 100%. Cameron, Clements, and Chamberlain are the guys that we're considering taking. I feel that Clements and Chamberlain are going to be a better bet for us just because they're not a solid round 1. And I really want to go after you guys know who in round 1 this year. I'm not completely against right tackles. They don't have many guys, but there's a couple of good ones at the top. Stocker and Penn, but I really do think Whitley is going to be a good find for us. I just think he needs to continue to grow. He'll be much better than any tackle we could draft, and he's still really young. Not really looking at defensive linemen anymore. Here was Steven Wilder. He was the guy they said that broke the record for like the heaviest weight or something like that. He's got A, power move, and B, play rec. So that's not really surprising, finding out what we just did from that story. Looks like all of the middle linebackers pretty much just falling down the boards right now, slowly but surely, as these other stories start to come out. Michael Oden has jumped up quite a bit here. I wonder if he was the top guy before. I mean, not like we're going to look at him. He's got F zone, B finesse, D power move, so he's just a straight up speed rusher. 6'2", 260. A little bit too old for my liking too, 23. I like to get guys who are 22, 21. Just because, you know, I want to have that. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I did the focus players thing, and I did Clayton, Jenkins, and I did all three of these guys. But apparently it did not work for Hunter. So that's, or for Bins. So that's awesome. I did all three to the corners here. And as you can see, it only worked on a couple of them. Or did I do somebody else? I could have swore I did just the safeties. I don't see anybody else here. But either way, we know some more about Clayton Jenkins and Leland Hunter. Let's take a look at these guys. Oh, look at that. Exactly what I was hoping for Clayton Jenkins. He ends up having B man. I was a little concerned when I saw Z zone, but not too bad. But now knowing his man is just a little bit better, that's exactly what we were looking for. He's got B hit power, A catching, A stamina, B press, B tackle. This looks like to be a surefire first round pick for us right now. And I do intend on spending the last part of the focus players on him because I want to get him to 100%. I want to know if this guy is worth it or not. And let's see what Leland Hunter says. So he also has B's for man coverage, A hit power, B man, C play rec, B press, B tackle. So he is actually pretty, you know, on pace with Jenkins here. The only thing is the Jenkins is 1 year younger than him, which I do like. I don't know what his play rec is. If we can find out what his play rec, well, we will once I do this. So if his play rec and awareness comes out to play, I don't care what we got to do. We're going to get him. So there we go. I'm not really looking too much at safeties. I will consider a free safety, you know, mid rounds, maybe even second round if needed. Just to have those, you know, just to have for once Curl gets up there and to decide, you know, do we want to re-sign Curl? He's probably going to be asking a lot of money. So that's something we can look at as well. But for the most part, I think right now my main focus is just landing Clayton Jenkins or Leland Hunter, depending on how the last bit of their stuff comes through. I'm going to do it to both of them so we know for sure, you know, who's who in that group. And then really quick before we go to the game, I just want to run through these guys again. So this guy's got really good physicals. And a lot of things here are standing out. A impact, A run block finesse, A lead block, B run block power, and B pass block finesse. But then you look at his injury, and his injury is a D. I'm not too concerned with the stamina because I think that's sort of broken, and I know the injury seems to be broken as well, and guys will still come out with like 88 injury, but it just still worries me when I see that low grade on injury, especially considering what we've seen with guys like Martin Jefferson, where they will just be hurt almost every other game, even if it's just for a quarter or for the rest of the game. And then Nick Clements here, who has just as good as physicals, as A awareness, B impact, B run block power, and then pass blocking is a little bit, you know, leaves you some to be desired, but we don't need a guy that's straight pass pro at guard right away. We don't know his injury though, which I would like to know. And then Jamie Chamberlain, who, again, good physicals, but oh man, he's got F injury. Oh man. Okay. All right, well, I don't suppose one of these guys is going to be as solid as them. No, more C's than anything. So, let's see, is there any guys hiding down here? I know Madden sometimes is good for that. Oh, okay, no, not really. Julius Scott? No, definitely not. Tennant? No. Okay, it looks like it's going to have to be one of those three guys, and we're going to have to just sort of deal with whatever one we... Yeah. See, these guys just aren't as balanced as the other ones, which, I mean, of course I expected that. You know, all C's. I mean, it's not a bad pick for later in the round, but we're trying to get a guy to start. Yeah, definitely leaves some to be desired, but we'll find out a little bit more, hopefully still. Maybe not. I think it's capped at 80. Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Who knows? Maybe we'll do an upgrade on them instead. So we'll do like we'll do Jenkins, Hunter, and then we can do one of the linemen that we decide to look at. I would really like to see the middle guy. Who was that? Clements, just because we don't know what his injury is yet, and he's got pretty comparable stats. So I would like to see what his injury comes out to be. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll do the focus in the offseason on Clements, Jenkins, and Hunter to narrow down our first round pick. We have seen these Packers many a times. They need no introduction. It's just time for us to get down to the field and play this game. We are back in US Bank Stadium to take on the Packers. Can we use the home field advantage today? Like I said before, this is a huge game for us. Playoff implications all over the place. Packers trying to get our number for our first spot in the division. They're also trying to knock us out of the first seed in the playoffs. So very important matchup today. Jordan Love. We've seen what these guys can do to us. We see what this defense can do. Can we find ways through it today? As you can see there, I brought Jefferson back to his original gear, the all black. See what he can do. Oh, hold up. Wait for it. The Gallahorn. I love that sound, guys. I really, really do. It's time for some football. We get to start things off today on offense after our comeback win last week over the Carolina Panthers. 19 touchdowns, 4 interceptions for Hopkins. He was a big part of that comeback, finding life in the second half. Can we try and play a full game today, though? And a good game at that. 1st and 10. And we're going to go to the ground game with Glover on the first play, pushing through the pile. And he'll get himself out to the 26-yard line. Look at that. 4 yards short last week. 4 yards. Dang it. 2nd and 6. Nice opening play there for us. Whiting in motion. Fake it to him. Hand off to Glover. Glover tries to find room, but only gets a yard. It's going to be tough running against these guys. We know they have some solid playmakers on defense on the line here. Jarrett and Clark. And on 3rd and 4, Hopkins is going to throw it, and it is caught right away. Justin Jefferson gets his first catch, gain of 7. I want to get him more involved. I've been doing so many substitutions and formation subs, trying to get him in the right spots to be a significant playmaker, but it just doesn't ever transform. And a throw over to the right side, Kenny Williams making the catch. Hopkins getting that out just in time. He had Lamar Hunter bearing down on him from the linebacker position. Luckily, we're able to make a play and get the first. And now Williams is in motion. It's a handoff, and Glover gets destroyed. Emmanuel Baggs turning into such a playmaker for this Packers defense. He read it right away, sat in the hole, waited for Glover, tried to force that ball out. Luckily for us, though, Glover holds on. And we're going to go right back to him. And this time he has a little bit of a wiggle room and out down to the 46. So he'll get 6 yards on that play, and he'll bring up 3rd and 6. Jeremiah Rutherford checks in the backfield. And Hopkins, of course, going to throw it. Lets it go in time. Caught out of bounds. It's Timmy Peoples this time. Spreading the ball around nicely on this opening drive. I'm liking it so far. A gain of 13, and now we're at the 32 with Pitts in the offset eye. Hand off to him, and he'll only get a yard. Nice job once again, Emmanuel Beggs sniffing it out, and we're going to spread them out. Hopkins. Got to throw it. He gets rid of one defender, and he gets... Wow, I'm so surprised that he got off that pass. I was all over the place. He got rid of the defender, shook him off, and then delivers a pass to Whiting to get 8 yards. Who was that? Oh, it was the corner. I think it was. Yeah, Darnay Holmes, the new corner. Slips by him, delivers a beautiful pass to Whiting, and now it's 3rd and 1. I feel like we're going to try to run it here. We are, and it does not work. I knew that was going to happen, man. Oh, man. I was really hoping we would pass it on that play because Kenny Clark is just, he does nothing else but just stop runs on 3rd and short. And now we're going to have to take a field goal, but at least we open up the game with some points, right? Take little victories. Wallace puts it up, and it's good. Jordan Love coming out 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions on the year, 2,800 yards passing. But hey, this team is winning. You know, we made the trade for them to get Mobley because I think that Love's time is, I think he's capping what this team can do. 1st and 10, Love back, almost gets sacked, but he gets it off to Michael Pittman, and he makes the catch. Another pass here on 2nd down. Love almost sacked again and almost throws an interception. I don't know if Jeremy Chin just wasn't thinking, but he just lets it fall to the turf. 3rd and 3. Love again over the middle, and this time it is caught. Amari Rodgers making the catch. So shorter throws here for the Packers to open things up, but so far it's working. They're at the 38-yard line, and this time they're going to go to Aaron Jones. Jones gets a nice lane off the left side, and he'll get 6 on the play. That's always the biggest concern is Aaron Jones going to go off or not? And another throw out of single back. A quick throw to Jones, and Whitehead and Dantzler team up to make the stop before he can get to the 1st down marker. 3rd and 1, and you got to think that they're going to go to Jones here. Crowd in the line. No, they're going to throw it, and it works. Stewart makes the catch, the tight end, and they'll get across midfield. Short throws, but they're working. 5 yards from Justin Stewart. And now they're in our territory. Hand off to Jones up the middle. Jones gets undercut by Alexander. And another handoff to him. And he is brought down. He'll get 2 more on the play. Whitehead, the leading tackler in the league, on the stop. 3 tackles already for him today. 3rd down, 6 to go. Back to pass. Love looking, and he's going deep to the end zone, one-on-one, and it is incomplete. Looking for Amari Rodgers, but he didn't have the space, and the Packers are going to go for it. 4th and 6. Love back. Under pressure. He throws it, and it's incomplete, and we're going to get a turnover on downs. Very, very weird call, and very aggressive call. It's only the 1st quarter. But they thought they saw something they wanted. It just did not work, and now we're going to get the ball back in some pretty good field position at the 43. Can we make them pay for that decision? 1st and 10. Play action. Hopkins looking, and he's going to throw it up to the right side for a short gain to Glover. Ball's out of bounds after 3 yards. On 2nd down, we're in shotgun, and we're going to throw it again. Hopkins, a short throw again. Oh, that time it's incomplete. Glover, the intended target. Emmanuel Beggs covering him like a blanket. And now 3rd and 7. Green Bay could get the ball right back. Hopkins over the middle, incomplete, and they will. Packers came out here, dared us to score on them after failing on 4th down, and it worked. It paid off. They got the ball back here 3-0 at their own 20. Love, quick throw to the outside. It is caught. N'Keal Harry out to the 30. I think he's got enough for the 1st. No, they're going to say just short. I mean, it's not, though. I don't know how this game gets this wrong all the time. The ball's past the first down marker right now. 2nd and inches. Another quick throw to Stewart, and he skirts upfield to the 37. Another first down, another shotgun here for Love. Oh, man, he gets almost hit, but he gets it off, and it is caught by N'Keal Harry over the head of Mike Hughes again. N'Keal Harry has done this to us so many times over the course of this franchise. Our defense did almost everything right. We had pressure all over his face. But yet, once again, Mike Hughes cannot be counted on to go up. He didn't even try to jump. He just let Harry do what he wanted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm going to get Clayton Jenkins. I am sick and tired of him getting bagged like that. 1st and 10. Empty backfield for Green Bay. Love looking. Backing up. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. A big sack. A fumble. Luckily for him, Hammond recovers it way back at the 37, but not before we make them lose 16 yards. Leland Hunter, I think it was his 21st sack of the season. Him and Ware both were back there. And now the Packers need a lot of yardage. Handoff to Jones. Jones trying to find room, and once again, Jefferson is hurt. What is wrong with this guy? I swear to God, this guy gets hurt every game. And he's going to the locker room. He's already done. You've got to be... Like, this is not normal. Third and 20. All we got to do is not collapse on this play. Love, he's going deep to the end zone, and it is caught. I don't know where Mike Hughes was. He definitely was not covering his receiver, though. That's for sure. We get the stop on defense, and now we come back out here on offense from our own 13-yard line. Luckily for us, that fake field goal did not completely backfire. Hopkins lets it go. Caught. Irv Smith down to the 19. Gain of 6. Hopkins protecting the ball well. Wish he had a little bit more aggressiveness, though, when it came to trying to take more shots downfield. Handoff to Glover, and who is it? Kenny Clark, once again, just destroying him in the backfield for no gain. Maybe we should stop running it like that. That's why I wanted to air it out today. We're running it more today than we did last week when I tried to run it. 3rd and 5. Hopkins standing in the pocket forever. He's going deep over the left side, and he's got a man open. It's Irv Smith again. Running all alone across the middle of the field, and now we find ourselves right down to where we were before the fake field goal attempt. Handoff, Glover, and Glover gets a shot, but he finds a way down to the 35. Emmanuel Baggs making the play. 2nd and 8. Rutherford in the backfield, and we're going to throw it. Hopkins lets it go, and he's got Williams open. Kenny Williams down inside the 15, near the 10-yard line, out of bounds at the 11. Another beautiful pass and another great route. Can we get ourselves back in the end zone for the first time? Hopkins looking, lets it go, caught out of bounds, gain of 5. It's Derek Barnes using the sideline and getting the completion. We need the 1 for one more first down, but I'd rather just punch it in on this play here. Handoff, Glover, and Glover tries to do just that, but falling short at the 2. Jair Alexander making the play in the open field. And now 3rd and 1. Please don't run it. We're going to run it, aren't we? Yes, we are, and it's going to fail. I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. Now 3 split out to the right here. I did swap Dantzler for Hughes on the sides of the field they were playing on, so I don't know if that'll help or not. And Love gets hit as he throws. It was Kevin Menical filling in for the injured Martin Jefferson, almost getting the sack, just did not have enough juice behind him to get there in time. 2nd and 10, and now it is an empty backfield. Love finds a wide open player. I think that's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, it is. Love, handoff to Jones. Jones held up at the line. Jeremy Chin not given much there, a gain of 2. Low scoring first half here. Which, I mean, it seems to be that way a lot of the times when it's these division games. It just seems we have each other figured out pretty much. 2nd and 8. Love. Back. Gets rid of it quickly to Justin Stewart, who was open on the out route. And he gets down to the 32. 1st and 10. The tight end out routes in this game are pretty much unstoppable, if you haven't noticed. We even ourselves get some pretty big plays from it. 1st and 10. Love, another throw and another catch. That time it's N'Keal Harry working against Dantzler. Just a nice hitch route. He got, you know, he ended up getting Dantzler to bite on the deeper route. Turns on a dime. And Love delivers it on target and on time for a 1st down. 1.5 to go. Love going to keep it in the air here. Lets it go to the left side this time. Jones met by a gang of tacklers. But he does get down to the 8 for a gain of 9. And now spreading us out thin here. 2nd and 1 from the 8, looking to set up the screen, and there's nobody home to make the catch. 3rd and 1. We've seen him throw it very short here. Watch for the spot play. That's what they're trying to do. And we are going to get to him. It's Leland Hunter. Gets back there for the sack on 3rd down, and we're going to force the field goal. We come out here down by 4. Irv Smith has been doing a lot of things for us. He's been a huge playmaker. Going back to last week, he's just been on fire. He had that big catch over the middle on the last drive, I believe. Yeah, it was. We just are not been able to capitalize in the red zone. But now we come out here at the 25. We have 50 seconds and 2 timeouts to try and get some points yet before the end of this half. Let's see if Hopkins and company can do it. Hopkins is going to try to take the top off immediately, and it is incomplete. Looking for Jefferson. You know, for somebody who wants to throw it deep, he has no sense of when to throw it deep. He always chucks it up there when they're not in stride. 2nd and 10. A dump down to, you know who, Irv Smith, and he gets a big run out to the 42. And we'll call our first timeout with 36 seconds on the clock. 1 more remaining of the 2 that we started with in this drive. And Hopkins is going to get sacked. And now, just like that, I mean, pretty much it's going to be tough for us to even try and get in field goal range, let alone stop the clock if we do. Oh, and just take another sack. It worked the last time. Why not do it again? Guys, this guy is really stupid sometimes, man. He really is. 3rd and 30. And instead of trying to even take a shot, we're just going to run it and give up. That's a good job. Here's our chance to finally turn this game around for us offensively. We've had success moving the ball at times, but we haven't been able to capitalize when we do. And nice throw to Smith, who gets out to the 46-yard line, a gain of 7. Second and 3, and it's a handoff to Glover, and I don't know why we keep wasting our time with these delayed handoffs over the middle. They never work against Green Bay. They barely ever work ever. 3rd and 3. And now we're going to set up the screen. Oh my God. What is wrong with this quarterback? Oh, never mind. I already know. He's a strong arm again. So far, the second half has been rather slow. Both teams trading punts. And here we come out on our second drive. Hopkins right over the middle and somehow squeezes it in to Deontay Whiting. And it looks like we're going to get a face mask as well, which is going to be huge. Another 15 yards. That's going to put us all the way down to the 25-yard line of Green Bay. Huge turn of events for us. We need to capitalize, though. We have not been able to do so thus far today. 1st and 10. 3 tight end set, handoff to Glover. Glover tries to get outside, but Baggs is ready for it. 13 carries, 28 yards. Horrible performance for Glover today. The line has just not been able to move these guys whatsoever. 2nd and 8. And why not just run it again? You know, it didn't work on 1st down. It doesn't work, and you know, let's just do it again. And let's put ourselves in 3rd and 9, because that's the smart thing to do. Let's see if we just run it again on 3rd and 9. No, we're just going to take a sack. We have had 3 attempts. We were pretty much gifted a great starting field position last drive after a penalty, and we failed to do anything with it. Now on this play, we're going to go right back. I don't know why we're doing this. I don't understand why we keep trying to run the ball. It has been shown to be not effective at all. Every single drive we have tried to run the ball, and we just continue to do it over and over and over and over again. I do not understand this play calling. Last week, we ran the same stuff, and we literally ran it like 3 times all through the third quarter. And again, finally it works. Finally. The play calling is just so sporadic and just makes no sense. I really wish there was a way to game plan what actual plays were called. Quick throw to Jefferson, makes the catch, and he'll get like 2 yards. Hand off to Glover, and of course, another run. It doesn't work. Another one. Why? I don't understand what this game is doing right now. Now 3rd and 12. Did they take another sack? I was kidding. This guy, I can't. Thankfully, our defense is playing the way they're supposed to play. Maybe our offense will play like they should eventually. 2nd and 12 for Green Bay. And a big play, and we're going to get even a better play from our defense, as now they're like, well, the offense doesn't want to score any points or try, so let's score the points for them. And they'll give us the 1-point lead here in the third quarter. And after a horrible punt for the safety, we start with the ball at midfield. And it's a handoff to Peoples. Well, the running didn't work for our 89 overall running back, so let's hand it off to the guy who doesn't play running back and expect different results. 2nd and 8. Hopkins, a short drop. Lets it go. It's caught. Irv Smith, first down. Irv Smith, another big day. 109 yards on 6 catches. Play action. Hopkins. Got to throw the... Well, Green Bay got the ball to 22 now. 1st and 10. Hand off to Jones. And now we can't stop the run. This is one of the most frustrating games I think I've seen all season. Third and goal, Green Bay hands off to Jones, and he walks in untouched, touchdown. I'm really hoping that Hopkins is over his crap right now, because the last 4 or 5 drives, he has really done nothing. He has taken about 6 sacks in the last 4 or 5 drives, if not more, and has just completely, just not even trying to throw the ball, and then we're calling these run plays that never work. Oh, now it works. Well, we get one to work. And it's pretty much just ruined this game for us. Like, we can't do anything. We're holding onto the ball too long. We're not establishing a ground game because we can't. Short throw to Jefferson, caught for the first down. 2nd and 1. Hand off to Glover, and it works. Enough for the first. First down, 10 to go from the 47. Peoples in motion. It's a handoff to Glover. And Glover pushing his way forward for a gain of 5. And again, we're going to run the same exact play. We do. Yeah, and Pitts able to get a big lane there down to the 33. Nice running from the big man as he gets it down to the 33-yard line. Hopkins looking. Lets it go, and it is caught by Peoples. Now we throw to Peoples. You've got to be kidding me, man. I move Jefferson to the spot Peoples is in, so we throw it to Jefferson more because we target Peoples more. And what happens? I switch them, and now we're targeting the spot where Jefferson is. Why does this game hate our number 1 wide receiver? 1st and 10. And another sack, and another fumble. Good job, Hopkins. Oh, my God. 2nd and 20. Hopkins lets it go, and it's caught out of bounds by Kenny Williams. 3rd and 3. Hopkins got to throw the ball. Oh, my God. 7 sacks. 7 sacks. And he's the cause of all of them. Throw the ball. Do something. This right here is why I brought Bullard in. I can't with this guy. There's no sense. Another field goal? Like, I did it. All right, I'm putting in Bullard. I don't know what else to do. I can't get Hopkins to do anything except hand it off and take sacks. I've watched it for 7 drives in a row. You probably haven't seen them all because they're all suck to watch, so I cut them out. But I need something to happen here on offense. Bullard, give us something here, man. Oh, that's not what I wanted you to give me. That's not what I wanted. I wanted you to throw the ball. Show me why I drafted you. You're not supposed to do these things. We're going to lose this game off of our inability to make plays. Another one. First down now for the Packers. Another handoff. We don't stop them here, it's game over. 2.5 to go. They can just run the clock out at this point if they get another first. Handoff, Glover. Wow, Glover. Jones. Nothing to have there. And I think we're just going to let it run down to the 2. Yeah, we are. Conserve our 2 timeouts. 3rd and 10. Love over the middle. Caught, but we get the stop. And we'll use our first timeout. 1st and 10, 1:49 to go. I'm over it with Hopkins today. I don't care if I'm wrong or not. Bullard stepping up, lets it go deep down the field, and it's incomplete. Bullard, another throw, and this time it's caught. It's Justin Jefferson out to the 37-yard line, and we're going to go hurry up here. Conserve them timeouts. We have 2 remaining, 1:24 and ticking. Bullard lets it go again. It's caught again. It's Jefferson again. Out to the 45. Down to 1:07 and ticking. 2nd and 2, empty backfield again. Bullard throws it. Caught out of bounds. No, they say incomplete. 3rd and 2. Throw over the middle. That time it is caught. It's Kenny Williams. And we're going to keep it short here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bullard. Going deep to the end zone. Oh, and he just missed Kenny Williams. He had a step on him, but he could not connect. 2nd and 10. 35 seconds left. Bullard back. Lets it go over the middle, and he's got Jefferson. Jefferson inside the 30 to the 28. And now on 1st down, all we really need to do is line up the field goal. Quick throw, caught by Williams down to the 17. And we're going to call the timeout. No. Okay, there it is. Timeout. Bring out the field goal unit to put us up by 1. It's up, and it is good. 17 to 16. Now all we need to do is get 1 or 2 stops. 8 seconds left. 4 seconds to get it downfield. Jordan Love back. He's looking to throw. He's got all time in the world. Flag is down, and it is incomplete. What is the flag, though? Is it holding? Tell me it's holding. It is. That is the game. And we did it. Tyrone Bullard does it again in the 4th quarter, bringing us back, driving us down the field, and putting us in the position to win the game and steal one from Green Bay. It was an ugly game. It really was. Oh, talked over the Gallahorn. Shame on me. But we get it done, 17-16. A very ugly effort by us. Defensively, we played lights out. We couldn't ask for a better performance from the defense. Maybe Mike Hughes a little bit. But overall, great job by them. Well, there we have it, guys. Another tough game against a division opponent. But we finally get ourselves a win over the Packers, evening up the series on the season 1-1. And now putting ourselves 2 games ahead of everybody in the NFC North. A huge game. We knew it was going to be tough, and man, it was. That was a hair-pulling game. Like, that game was so ridiculous. Did I expect to see Tyrone Bullard come in? No, I did not. You know, after Hopkins' performance last week, I really thought that he'd at least maintain something, but he just looked all over the place. You know, like he had no idea what was going on. And, you know, could he have made the throws that Bullard made? Yeah, he definitely could have. But when it comes down to it, Bullard can at least run. Yes, he took a couple of sacks, but instead of taking 8, 9, 10 sacks a game, we can have a guy that might take 4 or 5, but can get out of the pocket for the rest, you know? And that's why I put Bullard in these situations sometimes. It's very apparent Hopkins has something going on where he's not throwing the ball, right? He doesn't throw the ball when he should. And he also doesn't run. He can't run. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird balance. I don't understand how we have an 89 overall quarterback and we can't play football very well, but it's the reality that we have right now. So there are going to be times when that happens, and that's going to be something I consider when it comes down to who do we keep, you know? It sounds crazy, but you guys have seen it just as much as I have when it comes to how bad this guy plays. I don't know if we can keep doing that. So, but at the end of the day, we ended up getting the win, 17-16. Very weird way to win the game. I don't think we didn't score a single touchdown. We had nothing but field goals and a safety. Let's go ahead and let's get to week 14 so we can just see what happened throughout the week with the rest of the NFL. Okay, so we started things off with our game, of course. The Jets beat the Bills. That's different. I really thought the Bills would win that one. Washington bounces back after their loss to Green Bay, and they beat the Chiefs. The Cowboys, they beat New York, that's for sure. Indianapolis beats the Chargers. The Falcons end up beating the Saints. I wonder how Clifton looked in that game. Clifton didn't look too bad. Hunter Patton looked pretty bad. Tony Pollard had himself a pretty good day. Michael Thomas went off. The Browns end up beating the Steelers. The Rams beat the Seahawks. I'm interested to see how these guys are playing. So Gabriel Tyson had to step in, and he threw a touchdown on one pass. Look at that. Adrian Collins didn't have himself a bad game either. The Eagles beat the Broncos. The Raiders beat the Texans. That was a big match. That's a playoff implication. Let's check that out. Jerry McLeod went off for 3 touchdowns for 263 yards, whereas Zach Hardiman had not a bad day, but not a very productive day, if you will. Cardinals end up beating the Titans. The Panthers bounce back after their loss to us, and they beat the Patriots. Baltimore takes out the Bears, which is such a huge game. Now we are going up against the Bears. They're on a 2-game skid. At this point, I mean, it doesn't even matter what happens. We're going to have the number 1 spot right now, at least for another week. And then Cincinnati ends up beating the Dolphins 42-28. Looking at the standings, the Lions have now moved into 2nd spot at 8-4. The Packers fall to 3rd, and the Bears down to 6-6. Just 3 weeks ago, this team was primed to, go up against us for, the lead. They were right up there, and now they're going on this skid, and now they're down to 500. That's wow. Any changes in the playoff seeding? A little bit. The Lions have actually moved up to the 6th seed now. The Raiders are now the number 1 seed after that big win with Jerry McLeod. Jaguars still at number 2. The Browns now in the number 7 seed instead of the Texans. Now the Texans have fallen out of the playoff race because of that loss to the Raiders. Everything else stays the same. Yeah, all the teams over here still the same. Wow. Interesting stuff happening here late in the season. But that is all for this video. We come off of another strong win. Back on the road here for next video against the Bears. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, please make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're not already to this channel. I upload pretty regularly, so you don't want to miss out on those games. Let me know what you guys thought about my decision to take out Hopkins. I mean, obviously it worked out for us, but do you think I'm jumping the gun on this stuff? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.